Hello, what's going on, y'all? Y'all, if you don't know my name, it is Kawania Brickhouse, and my mission for life is EIC. That is Elevate, Inspire, and Create. Whoop, whoop. That is elevating you to that next level so that you are inspired to create your own world. Look, I was out here wiping down my car, right, for the second time outside, like hand wiping it down, right? I did a wash on it. So let me rewind back. I was getting a revelation while wiping my car down, and I wanted to speak. I feel like I have something encouraging to say, or something to help someone, right? Okay, so this morning, after taking care of some things, or maybe noonish, I went to go get my car washed. And when I went through, the car wash, matter of fact, I paid more than normal to get it washed, and it still was not clean when I finished. So you know how they let you, vacuum your car out, right? So I'm vacuuming my car. I started vacuuming out, and I saw the gentleman, and I was like, hey, excuse me. I was like, I paid more than normal for to get my car clean, and it's still dirty, yo. Now, he was like, well, you know what, ma'am? Why don't you, oops, the thing, I hung up on myself. Anyways, see, he was like, why don't you go ahead? I'm going to let you come back through so you can try it again, right? So, mind you, I went through again, and y'all, it still was not that clean. Not the way I like it, right? I was raised in the country, okay? Raised in the country, and my brother-in-law, growing up, I used to watch him as a little girl clean everybody's car, right? And when I tell you Robert would do an awesome job, he would do an awesome job. And so he actually taught me how to wash cars just from me watching him. And I remember they lived in a certain neighborhood back then, and I started my first little business washing cars. And y'all, I've always had that entrepreneurship in me from a very long time, from a little girl, right? And so, anyways, fast forward. So today, washing the car twice at the place, it still wasn't to my perfection. It still wasn't to what I wanted it to be, right? It still was dirty. So I was thinking to myself, when I get home, I am going to wipe it down again. I'm gonna do the old school, because I used to wash my cars back in the day. I'm not one of them women that don't like getting my hands dirty. I don't mind. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, you know what? I was gonna take a nap. No nap. Got the energy. Just went ahead, got my bucket, and came out here and started washing the car down. Then I washed my tires, right? And let me show you the tires. Okay, so the tires is clean, but they need to be polished. I'm gonna throw some more water on them, and then I'm gonna put the Armor All, the little spray to keep the tires all shiny. I'm gonna put that up there as well. So I went back in the house to go. I poured out my bucket, and I went back in the house to go fill up the water again, right? Because I needed to do like a clean wipe down with just clear water. Even though it had already dried, it was actually looking pretty good. But I wanted to do a clean wipe down with just my hands with the warm water and just wipe it down again. So I'm out here, I'm doing this. And one thing that's coming to me, or did come to me, was sometimes you got to get back to the basics, right? We get so caught up into all the modern things out here in this world that people don't really do some of the things that they used to do back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that you stick with the basics with certain things, right? Because you can get better accomplished sticking with the old foundational things, y'all. Okay, that's one thing. Then two, God, our daddy, my Abba, your Abba, I pray, he wants to refine us. He wants to wash us. He wants to dip us in and bring us up so we can be made whole. We can be cleansed, right? Okay, you can cleanse yourself with the normal shower, but there's something about getting in the presence of the Lord and allowing him to wash you clean. Wash your heart clean. Because you can try to scrub, y'all, and you can scrub, and that stain, that dirt will still be there. But when you allow Holy Spirit to take over you and wash you clean, I promise you, you'll come out brand new. Spick and span. Squeaky clean. Polished up. Made new. That's just my word for today. That's just my word for today. Yep, that's it. I just wanted to share that with y'all. You know, I just think we got to get back to the basics. And that's it. That you know, as I was, you know, talking about your relationship with the Lord and allowing him to wash you clean and make you whole, back with the basics of that as well. You know, because some of us may not be reading the word like we should. You know what I'm saying? May not be spending enough time with God. Some of us may just go to a corporate a gathering and feel like that's enough. But that I want to tell you, go into that gathering that you may go to on Wednesday nights or Bible study, which is good. None of these things are bad. They're gatherings. But what about your personal quality time that you spend with your Abba? You know what I'm saying? Dunking yourself in his presence, allowing him to refine you, refuel you, renew you, repolish you. You know, it's important. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm washing these tires down. I done already washed them. I done already went through and cleaned them, right? But now I'm going back and I'm rinsing them off. I'm taking them through a process. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna let them dry, right? And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna polish up, wipe down the little rim. You know what I'm saying? And after wiping down the rim, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put some shine on the tires. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a finale at the end of this video. You'll see the picture of how it looks. But I just wanted to just encourage y'all today. You know what I'm saying? There is nothing wrong with being dunked by God. There's nothing wrong with getting back to the basics. There's nothing wrong going back to the old foundational things. You know what I'm saying? Because in the old foundational things, y'all, there's victory. But I love y'all. Have an amazing day. Okay? I don't have nothing else to say right now. Nothing else. Blessings. Okay, y'all. So I want to end, because I'm done. I finished. But I want to end with saying that when you get back to the basics, right? And you do things that you wouldn't normally do because you're allowing social media and you're allowing technology and all these things to do everything for you, you miss out on the revelations, right, that you can receive through working on things in its true original way. Like, you know, before they had a car wash, they had a bucket, a hose, or some people didn't even have a hose. Some people just had the little spigot where they turn the water on, put the water in there, or some people went in the house, got the water, and came back out, got the water. Some people used well water, whatever the case may be, right? They did what they had to do. If you was in the city, some people, I ain't gonna go there. All I'm gonna say to you is, right, some things we need to get back to the basics. There's great revelations that God want to speak to us about when we take the time to do things that we will allow technology to do, that if we did it on our own, he would minister to us, y'all. You know, just being out here in the atmosphere, you know, outside, shaking off the mosquitoes. Because they still out here, y'all. They're trying to get me. But the truth of what I'm saying is, get back to the basics. There's a lot that you can do when you get back to the basics. There's a lot of rewarding things that you will experience getting back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to encourage y'all. Look, pick up a cloth, get your sponges and get all your stuff and go outside and clean that car, right? Sometimes instead of having your kids vacuum the floor, you vacuum the floor, because even in the vacuuming the floor, he may minister to you, y'all. It's just so many things when I do things on my own and I'm just working on something, I'll get revelations, you know. He'll speak to me in the most simple way to remind me of how much he loves me, number one, and to remind me of things, or to tell me things that he desires to do with me. Okay, I love you all. Have an amazing evening. And so how y'all think I did? You know, let's check it out. How y'all think I did? That spot right there, that ain't going nowhere. That's just jacked. But I think I did a pretty good job. I think I did a good job. I cleaned the inside and everything. You know what I'm saying? I cleaned the I did a good job, y'all. I'm proud of me. Love y'all.